Good evening and welcome to Hobbs Lady Eagle Basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. It is senior night here at Tasker Arena as the senior girls on the Lady Eagle squad were recognized before the start of this ball game. Of course, four of them: Madison Zapata, Aliana Armitage, Areli Navarro, and Katie Godwin. This, of course, will be their final home game of the regular season for these Hobbs Lady Eagles. So congratulations to those Lady Eagles, those seniors, and we wish them the best of luck as they move on. Of course, we've still got a lot of basketball left to play here, as it's a pretty simple task for the Lady Eagles tonight. Win and you are the district champs. It's just that simple. Not only do you get the automatic seed into the state tournament, you also get to host the championship game in the district tournament, which starts in 2 weeks. Now, on the other side of the coin, the Clovis Lady Wildcats, they are scrambling, hoping to make one of those final playoff spots. They are 11-13 on the year, a losing record. They lost to Carlsbad their last time out, and they are looking to get back into the win column. So the Lady Eagles here tonight, of course, there is a lot of emotion on senior night, as you would expect, I think, as the Lady Eagles prepare for this one. And taking on, of course, a tough Clovis squad. Of course, when we last saw these Lady Eagles on Tuesday night in Roswell, it was the Zoe Ross and Madison Zapata show. Their numbers almost identical. Madison and Zoe each with 23 points, 2 rebounds. So doesn't get any closer than that. Corelli Rivera, coming off the bench in that game, had 10 for the Lady Eagles. So, you know, they've got some options. They are a deep team, and they will be looking to take the win and take another district championship under Coach Joey Carpenter. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and continue. This is your Lady Eagle pregame show here on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Here's some good news. Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39, $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long. Plus, free camera inspection. Drain clogged? No problem. Call the Master, 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers, call the Master.
Attention mechanics, NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skill, driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Divine Energy Services in the Permian Basin. Divine is more than just an amazing partner in the oil field. They are committed to the youth in the Permian Basin as well. From academics to athletics, you can be assured that Divine is supporting it. Remember Divine Energy for all of your oil field needs. Divine Energy Services, supporting the Permian Basin and the Hobbs Eagles since 2006.
And welcome back to Tasker Arena, getting ready for the start of this one tonight between the Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Clovis Lady Wildcats. Just a quick note tonight, and we mentioned this on Tuesday, but sorry, I'm getting a text in right quick. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but I mentioned this on Tuesday, but if Caitlin Muniz hits 1 3-pointer tonight, she will hold the Hobbs single-season record for 3-pointers in a season. Right now, she is tied with Nakaya Mojica, who set the record last year with 69. So Muniz looking for her 70th tray of the season. If she gets it tonight, they will have a ceremony after the game to honor that achievement. Now, taking a look at the other scores going on around the area tonight, other girls' games. Earlier tonight, it was the Lovington girls knocking off Goddard 55-51, which sets up a district championship game on Tuesday night for Lovington up in Portales. The Tatum girls all over Hagerman, 59-17. It was the Eunice girls falling to Texaco tonight, 55-23. And it's just halftime in Jowl, but the Jowl girls all over Loving in that one, 42-8. Of course, up in Clovis tonight, you've got the Hobbs boys taking on the Clovis boys in a very important game, especially for that Eagles squad. And I will go ahead and apologize in advance for any oopsies that we have tonight on the video. Jonathan on assignment tonight, and so I am flying completely solo, so any video oopsies tonight are going to be, again, completely on me. For the visiting Clovis Lady Wildcats under head coach Amy Hilbert, I believe this is her first season as the cage boss for the Lady Wildcats. They are 11-13 on the year, 2-2 on the year, and right now, if the playoffs were to start, they would squeak in at the number 15 seed. Their starters tonight will be number 10, Andrea Chavez, number 22, Cameron Morales, number 30, McKenna Weaver, number 40, Bryn Petner, and number 50, Carrington Goff. On the other side of the coin for the Hobbs Lady Eagles under longtime head coach Joey Carpenter, they are 22-2 on the year. They are number 2 right now in the Max Preps Matrix. Probably should be number 1. They moved Farmington up over them. I believe that Hobbs, though, is still number 1 in the coaches poll. Though, you know, take it for what it is. So 22-2 overall, but more importantly, 4-0 in district. A win tonight sews up the district championship for the Lady Eagles. Starters tonight will be the 4 we are used to seeing. Number 4, Madison Zapata. Number 12, Aliana Armitage. Number 22, Zaylee Hardison. Number 24, Zoe Ross. And number 33, Caitlin Muniz. So that will be the starting 5 when we get this one underway. Next up for the Lady Eagles, one more game after tonight. It'll be 1 week from tonight over in the Cave City as the Lady Eagles will take on the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Of course, we'll be with you there at the Cave next Friday night for that one, but can't worry about that one. You got to get through this one first. So hopefully you are having a great evening. A little bit of a sprinkle as we were coming in tonight. Yeah, they said we might get some rain, and indeed we are, I guess. So as the girls continue their warm-ups out on the floor, we continue here at Tasker Arena. Big thank you while we have a moment to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. You hear their ads. Be sure that you thank those folks with your business. It's because of them we never have to charge you to watch these broadcasts like so many, unfortunately, so-called broadcasters do these days. We never have to beg you for donations either, and it is because of those great sponsors that you see there at the bottom of your screen. So thank them and support them as well with your business needs. As we continue on here tonight, great to have you along. I'm TJ Miracle flying solo tonight. Jonathan Allen with a prior engagement couldn't be with us tonight. Of course, Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Nothing like the atmosphere at Tasker Arena. Pretty good crowd on hand. Hopefully going to be celebrating a district title tonight. If you're not here, well, still time to get here. As my buddy Bob Hards, the dean of the Texas League, would say, there's still good seats available. And there's nothing like Tasker Arena on a Friday night. Taskovich is here. The little dribblers are here. And a district championship could very well be here in just about 32 minutes of clock time. So hope you are having a fantastic weekend. A long weekend for a lot of folks with President's Day on Monday. So happy President's Day to you if you are so inclined to celebrate that. So the teams finishing up their warm-ups. We will, of course, have the sizzle reel, the national anthem, and the introduction of teams coming up. Hobbs does have some additions on the roster. I'll have to see if I can grab those. And while we do that, we'll go ahead and take a timeout. come back and tip this one off. It's Hobbs and Clovis tonight from Tasker Arena for the Lady Eagles, looking to claim the district crown here on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, and on HobbsAmerica.com.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway. SunGuard Precision is all about your truck and your home and making both look and feel amazing. SunGuard uses Lumar Window Tint, the top name in the game. For your truck, that means a cooler cap, UV protection, and a sleek custom look that turns heads. For your home, it's all about comfort blocking heat, reducing glare, and adding privacy without losing your view. SunGuard Precision brings style, protection, and performance on the road and at home. Call or look up SunGuard Precision in names and numbers. SunGuard Precision, your tinting pros.
Hey parents, looking for a fun way to start your Saturday mornings? Get your kids off the couch and into the game at the Saturday Morning Youth League at Bel Air Bowl. For kids ages 5 to 18, bowling is the sport the whole family can enjoy together. It builds teamwork, sportsmanship, and fair play. And every kid plays. No one is left on the sidelines. Strikes, spares, sprints, and smiles, and best of all, it's fun. Sign your kids up today at Bel Air Bowl. Call 393-3333 for full details. Bel Air Bowl, where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
Southwest Siding Windows and Doors. The name does not say it all. Steve Cox and his crew also specialize in roofing with shingles or metal, both commercial and residential, carports, and metal fencing. If considerate, fast, clean, and quiet is what you're looking for, then look no further than Southwest Siding Windows and Doors. Call 575-397-3340. Don't waste any more time. Call 575-397-3340 today. Southwest Siding Windows and Doors, 575-397-3340. The best in the Southwest.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally. which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Here's some good news. Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39. $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long. Plus, free camera inspection. Drain clogged? No problem. Call the Master. 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers, call the master.
Attention mechanics, NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skills driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer.
Divine Energy Services in the Permian Basin. Divine is more than just an amazing partner in the oil field. They are committed to the youth in the Permian Basin as well. From academics to athletics, you can be assured that Divine is supporting it. Remember Divine Energy for all of your oil field needs. Divine Energy Services, supporting the Permian Basin and the Hobbs Eagles since 2006.
SunGuard Precision is all about your truck and your home and making both look and feel amazing. SunGuard uses Lumar Window Tint, the top name in the game. For your truck, that means a cooler cap, UV protection, and a sleek custom look that turns heads. For your home, it's all about comfort blocking heat, reducing glare, and adding privacy without losing your view. SunGuard Precision brings style, protection, and performance on the road and at home. Call or look up SunGuard Precision in names and numbers. SunGuard Precision, your tinting pros.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Tasker Arena. All right, that one took a little longer than we thought it was going to, but just about ready for the start of this one as the introductions are finishing up on the floor. The Lady Wildcats of Clovis in town, looking to pull off the upset tonight and help their potential playoff seeding. Number 15 in the Max Preps Matrix. Under Coach Amy Hilburn, their starters are number 10, Andrea Chavez, number 22, Cameron Morales, number 30, McKenna Weaver, number 40, Bryn Petner, and number 50, Carrington Goff. The Lady Wildcats are in the road purples with purple letters and numbers. They're not technically supposed to do that anymore. With a white outline, Hobbs, it'll be Zapata, Armitage, Hardison, Ross, and Muniz. Hobbs in the home whites. Under head coach Joey Carpenter at 22-2. So here we go as taking the jump. It'll be Hardison and Goff, and it'll be Clovis who wins the opening tip-off. To the front court with Chavez come the Lady Wildcats. Looking for some room to run is Morales. Morales to Petner at the free throw line. Back to Morales. That one is tipped and stolen away. First turnover as back come the Lady Eagles. To Zepeda, who takes it into the front court. Working against Petner, giving her a little room. Gets a pick from Ross. To Muniz. And I think Clovis not going to want to let Caseland get open and get that record on their watch. To Armitage, then to Zepeda, a little 10-foot runner, and it is up and good for Madison. And Hobbs draws first blood. If I can get my stupid score bug to work. Again, I am flying solo tonight, and a quick whistle as that one knocked away. It'll stay Clovis basketball on the end line over there. Oh, nope, it'll be another turnover for Clovis. Give it to Hobbs. So Zepeda to inbound. It gets it in to Muniz. Quickly picked up, back to Zepeda. Takes it into the paint, flips it to Armitage in the right wing. Takes it right baseline, tossing it out, trying to get it to Muniz. That one tipped and tapped away and out by Clovis. Good job on that far side over there by Weaver to tap that one away. Hobbs leading 2-0 here early. Hobbs basketball from the sideline. Get it into Armitage. She'll take it into the left lane to Ross. Right corner. 3-ball up too hard. It is off the back of the iron, and it'll be Weaver with the rebound. Full court pressure on for the Lady Eagles. Morales a little stop and go. Pushes it forward, and that one will be stolen away by Muniz. Kaysen will just take it through the lane, put it up and in. Good. Nope, they call the foul before the steal. Dadgummit. Or they say she stepped on the line. Yep, they say she stepped on the line. So she did get the turnover, but then turns it right back over to the Lady Wildcats. So it'll be Clovis basketball. Morales crosses the timeline against pressure. Throwing it over and right into the hands of Zepeda. Madison, and blocked from behind by Petner and out, but a fourth turnover for Clovis. Lady Eagles with an opportunity here. They've come up empty on a couple of these steals. See if they can put paid to this one. Zepeda looks to inbound it. She'll push it into Ross. Right wing, 3-ball up and bang! Zoe Ross drains the tray. First one of the night for the Lady Eagles, who take the 5-0 lead. Under full court pressure, Goff has a little trouble, bobbles it, but will move it forward to Petner in front of Taskovich. Clovis will set up now in their offensive zone. Petner throws the fastball into Chavez from the free throw line. 15-footer is up, and it is good. Chavez puts Clovis on the board. It is 5-2, a 3-point Lady Eagle lead. Armitage controls it across the timeline. She'll take it all the way to the base, toss it out to Ross, left corner. 3-ball up. That one is off the mark, and it'll be Petner with the rebound. That'll be her first. Clovis will bring it back down. Under pressure, Weaver to the front court. Chavez bobbles, trying to get it into Goff. She has it on the left baseline. She'll go hard, trying to get it, gets her own rebound, and then she'll get a roll and get that one in. And just like that, Clovis has scored 4 unanswered, and we've got a 1-point ball game, and a foul going to get called on Hobbs, as they're going to put that one up on Armitage, and Goff will head to the line to shoot 1. So go for 3 the old-fashioned way and try and tie this one up. Clovis came to play tonight. You would expect nothing different. Goff's free throw is up, and it is good, and we are tied at 5 apiece. Zepeda to the front court. Under pressure from Morales. To Armitage, back to Zepeda, working between the rings. Now Armitage on the far side to Muniz for the record, and it sticks between the bucket and the backboard. It's just been that kind of basically 3 quarters for Caseland. So trying to get a ball in to get that one freed up, and there we go. So dead ball, possession arrow stays with the Lady Eagles. All tied at 5 apiece with 5:23 to go here in the first quarter. Clovis has come out fired up. They don't want to get run out of this gym like they did their own. On the inbound to Ross, and nobody home but Zoe on the right glass and in. So 7-5. Hobbs made it look easy there. Morales throwing it to Goff. Goff touches it. It is out of bounds. Can't handle it. Good pressure coming up on the trailing side. So back to Hobbs on the 5th Clovis turnover. Hobbs has to find a way to cash some of these in. They've only been successful on 2 of the turnovers. To Ross. to Armitage, right baseline, blocked by Goff and into the hands of Chavez. Second turnover for the Lady Eagles, but Hobbs takes it right back. Zepeda picks the pocket of Morales. Zepeda works against Morales, splits into traffic, and then just gets it taken away by Goff. Third turnover for the Lady Eagles. Goff is going to be a problem in that middle. You probably need to think about getting Hardison in there to try and clear her out. So back comes Clovis off the Hobbs turnover. Gets it to Morales, trying to get it inside. Ball loose on the court, still loose into the hands of Hardison. Another turnover forced by the Lady Eagles. And then a foul going to get called on Clovis. A little bit of frustration, I got to think. Nope, they're going to say it was a swat out, but last touched by Clovis. So Corelli Rivera will check in for the Lady Eagles. She had 10 the other night. Also in for Hobbs, senior Katie Godwin. Then the inbound to Ross, a little backcourt pressure for the Wildcats. Ross will bring it in to the front court, toss it out to Rivera. Rivera has to stretch out to get it. Now it'll be Muniz who directs traffic between the rings. Toss it over, trying to get it inside, and saved by Armitage. Armitage to Ross, a little head fake, takes it into the right post and bank it home. 7 points for Zoe Ross, and Hobbs up 9-5, a 4-point lead. To the front court, it'll be Weaver. Bouncing it back out to Morales, then long cross court pass to Petner. Throw the fastball in at the free throw line. Petner from the right corner. 3-ball up, no good. Winds up with her own rebound. She'll put up the runner and get that one to fall. So now it's 9-7. Hobbs back down as Ross gets a little screen and then goes in and then gets that one knocked away from behind. Chavez got the hand in and knocked it away. Stays Hobbs basketball. Zepeda back in as Armitage will check out. Muniz, Ross, Godwin, Rivera. And they get it into Katie in the high post and bounce it home. So Katie Godwin, her first bucket of the ball game, makes it 11-7. Lady Eagles in the lead. 3:15 to go, and another turnover. Is that into the hands of Muniz? Caseland to Zepeda. Madison backs it out, then tosses over. They'll get it into the corner. Rivera, the little head fake as she works against Hanawat. Then inside and taken away. Hobbs has had no inside presence in this first quarter whatsoever. Petner to the front court, and they will get it in, and then a little underhand scoop is up, no good, and Zepeda comes down with the rebound. To Ross on the breakaway and rolls, no good, but the rebound by Rivera, her putback no good, and then it'll bounce around and it'll wind up in the hands of Muniz. Her shot no good. Hobbs right now just cannot buy a bucket. And again, sorry about the camera work. I am flying solo tonight. Weaver to the front court to Petner, 11-7. Hobbs with 3 point-blank looks and cannot get a single one to fall there. But another steal is back down comes Rivera, and Rivera will get that one to fall. Corelli Rivera with the bucket. And now it is 13-7. I'm just going to quit trying to keep up with rebounds. One less thing to keep in the books. To the front court, that'll be Morales, and she's going to get fouled. They're going to tack that one on Corelli Rivera. That'll be her first personal. Second team foul on the Lady Eagles. Subs coming in as Ross and Muniz take a seat. Areli Navarro and Jordan Mendoza coming in for Hobbs. No Clovis basketball in front of Taskovich as the inbound will come in from Chavez to Morales, tossing it over on the far side to Harris Hinch. To Goff. Or pardon me, that's Campos out there, not Harris Hinch. And then another steal. Zepeda with another steal, and she will take it herself and go all the way up and in. 4 points for Madison Zepeda, and it is now 15-7, and then they're going to tic-tac Madison. That'll be her first personal. Third team foul on the Lady Eagles. Minute 40 to go here in the first. A 15-7 Hobbs Lady Eagle lead. So team's third foul. Clovis basketball on their own baseline to Campos. They'll work it to Chavez under pressure. Bouncing it back out, and then another tic-tac going to be called. They're going to get Rivera for that. Yep, they're going to get that on Rivera, so she's picked up 2 quick personals. She's going to have to sit. So Rivera heads to the bench as Aliana Armitage back in with 90 seconds remaining in the first. 15-7, an 8-point Hobbs Lady Eagle lead, but it has not been comfortable. Inbound to Morales, trying to get it to Goff, and it rolls right into the hands of the Lady Eagles on the 11th turnover for Clovis. Navarro to Zepeda. Zepeda for 3. That one off the mark. Mendoza outfights everybody, gets the rebound. Then it's going to be tipped, fought. And wow, no way. They're going to call backcourt violation on Hobbs. I think tip, and that's what Coach Joey Carpenter is saying to the head ref out there tonight. And yeah, it was definitely tipped. Coach Carp's hot. I don't blame him. 5th turnover for Hobbs. That's very un-Hobbs-like numbers in the first quarter. So call not going the Lady Eagles' way. Clovis basketball into Goff. She works against Godwin. Katie blocks her out. Goff winds up with it, and then Mendoza ties her up and washing machines it. They're not going to call the foul on Goff. They're going to say jump ball, and possession arrow stays with Clovis. Of course, when you get these 2 teams together, emotions can sometimes run rather high. 1 minute remaining in the first. An 8-point Lady Eagle lead. 15-7 is the score. Now the inbound to Campos. Then to Barner, and then a travel called on Clovis. Hobbs not holding on to the basketball, but Clovis really not. That's their 12th turnover of the night. So give it to Armitage on the far sideline. She'll get it into Zepeda, back to Armitage. Aliana crossing the timeline, lets a couple of Lady Cats flash around her. Kind of a lazy pass, and then it's fought around, kicked around as Petner battles with Zepeda, and it goes out. It'll stay Hobbs basketball. Zoe Ross back in for Hobbs for Armitage. Clovis also checking somebody in. I'll catch her number. Those purple numbers on the purple jerseys. Not supposed to do that, but they do. And the long inbound comes to Mendoza. Around to Zepeda. Zepeda cycles from the right to the left, backs it up, tosses to Ross as Petner gets on her quickly. Back to Zepeda from the right slot. 3 ball up, and that one no good. From the tip, it'll be Navarro chasing it down in the corner to Ross. Left wing for 3, and bang! Zoe Ross with 10 in the first quarter, and it is 18-7 in favor of the Lady Eagles. 20 seconds remaining. Barner tossing it near side to Morales. Clovis going to set the offense with 15 seconds to Petner. Drives in hard, puts up a wild shot, and Mendoza comes away with the glass cleaner to Zepeda. Madison to the front court to Ross with 2, with 1 off the glass at the buzzer, and good. So Hobbs goes on a little run late and will take the 20-7 lead here after 1. We'll be back. Lady Eagle basketball continues in a moment.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
Hey parents, looking for a fun way to start your Saturday mornings? Get your kids off the couch and into the game at the Saturday Morning Youth League at Bel Air Bowl. For kids ages 5 to 18, bowling is the sport the whole family can enjoy together. It builds teamwork, sportsmanship, and fair play. And every kid plays. No one is left on the sidelines. Strikes, spares, friends, and smiles, and best of all, it's fun. Sign your kids up today at Bel Air Bowl. Call 393-3333 for full details. Bel Air Bowl, where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
Back here at Tasker Arena, the Lady Eagles getting hot late and going on a pretty good run as they lead this one 20-7 after the first quarter. Back here at Tasker Arena, the starters back on the floor. Zepeda, Ross, Hardison, Muniz, and Armitage. Starters on the floor too, looks like, for Clovis. Petner, Morales, Chavez, Goff. And so it'll be Zepeda controlling it. So we start the second quarter. Hobbs up by 13 to Ross. Drives it in on the left baseline. Makes a nifty little move around Weaver and puts it in. 14 points in the ballgame for the 8th grader And the Lady Eagles in control. Forced 12 turnovers in the first quarter. Not able to pay off on a lot of them. Goff, she'll throw the fastball down as Petner goes in. The underhand scoop no good. The rebound was made by Weaver. And then finally it'll be Hardison coming away with it to a breaking Ross. She makes a nifty little move and, oh, they call the travel. I thought she had hippity hopped around Weaver, who hustled back, but the ref said, nope, that's a travel. Hobbs faithful not liking the call. And a couple tonight Hobbs hadn't really liked. It's the way it works sometimes. Tipped on the inbound, but it'll be controlled near side by Morales. Morales with Zepeda on her. Nifty little move behind the back, kind of a little ankle breaker. Throw the fastball into Chavez. Back to Morales. Left corner, 3-ball is up, and Goff will wind up with it. They'll kick it around. Petner from the right block, a little 10-foot leaner, gets her own rebound. Then she'll drive hard to the rack and is finally going to get fouled. Hobbs has got to do a better job on the glass, or Clovis is going to have too many shots at that one. Going to whistle that one on Zaylee Hardison, her first personal, first team foul in the quarter on the Lady Eagles. Clovis was not whistled at all in the first quarter. So Petner at the line with 2 points and make it 3. So 22-8 our score now as Corelli Rivera comes in for Caselyn Muniz. Petner at the line, made the first. Clovis 2 of 2 from the stripe, early going to this one. Here at Tasker Arena, Petner's second is up, and it is good. So now 22-9, back to a 13-point Lady Eagle lead. Little hesitation move, Ross goes in, and then is blocked by Goff. That's her third block. To Zepeda, little push off, flip it around. Rivera, nifty little head fake, back to Ross. Ross to Rivera, thinks about the three, goes to the left wing, puts it up, kisses off the front of the iron, and Petner with the rebound. Hobbs one and done as back down comes Clovis. Toss it to a trailing Chavez, who takes it from the left to the right. Over to the far side with Morales, back to Chavez, working near the timeline. Get it into the left corner. Petner with Armitage on her tight. Toss it to the left block with Weaver. Weaver backs it up. Picks up the dribble. Needs some help. Bounces over. Clovis taking their time. Then a bad pass into the middle. Into the hands of the Lady Eagles. Zepeda to Ross. Left glass. Lean it home. Zoe Ross with 16 points. Hobbs converts on the turnover. Petner nearly travels. Saves it. Gets it back to Chavez, who will take it across the timeline and just push it near side to Morales. Bounce it to the free throw line, then into the corner. Long push out to Chavez. Chavez throws the fastball in to Weaver, who tries to go inside and is partially blocked. Goff gets a hand on it, out of bounds. So another turnover for Clovis, back to the Lady Eagles. Araya Hanawant in for Clovis, as Jordan Mendoza back in for the Lady Eagles. Caselyn Muniz also checking back in. 5.5 remaining first half. Hobbs in control, but it's not comfortable yet. To Muniz, right slot, three, ball, bang! Caselyn Muniz gets the three and is now the Hobbs senior single season record holder with 70 trays in a single season. Congratulations to Caselyn Muniz. Bryn Petner back the other way. Hobbs up 27-9, and then it'll be a steal by Corelli Rivera. Corelli takes it coast to coast and misses the point-blank layup. And again, Hobbs forces the turnover, but comes up empty-handed. And that one's swatted away from Weaver. And out as Zoe Ross will come back in. Zaylee Hardison checking out. Corelli Rivera stopping to tie the strings on the Nikes. 4:50 to go here in the first half. Of course, after tonight, one game left in district. That'll be next Friday night in Carlsbad. But Hobbs can wrap up the district championship here tonight. Petner to Golf in the turned around from the right baseline to put the shot up, and they're going to get Mendoza on that one. Her first personal, second team foul, and Golf to the line to shoot two. 4:46 to go here in the first, so Golf back to the line. First one up and in and out, no good. So Clovis now 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Hobbs up 27-9. Second shot on the way for Golf. That one is no good. Fight for the rebound, and Petner controls it. And again, Hobbs losing out on the glass to Petner, deep right corner for 3. That one off the mark, and it's another as Armitage comes away with it. Pushes to Rivera. Petner gets on her like a cheap shirt. Now they'll get it over. Muniz. Now the pressure's off. Let's see if Caselin, when she finds a little room, just going to start stroking it. As they get it over to Ross. Far sideline, back out to Rivera. Working near the timeline. Into Armitage. Goes over and gets the roll over Petner. Armitage first bucket of the ball game. 29-9. It is a 20-point Hobbs lead. And then a bad pass after the inbound. Trying to get Hanawat near side. 16 turnovers for Clovis. Give it back to the Hobbs Lady Eagles. So Muniz to inbound it. Run of the visiting reserve section down there. Well, it'll be Rivera now as we hit the halfway mark of the second quarter. Rivera, Zepeda just going to play catch. And Rivera says, all right, I'll just take it myself. Kisses off the front of the iron, and the rebound made by Weaver. And then she's bumped by Ross. Zoe's first personal. That'll be the third team foul on the Lady Eagles. Clovis is still yet to be whistled for a foul. Just throwing it out there. They've played pretty clean. There's been a couple I think they should have called, but that is beside the point. We're up by 20. I should not complain. Full court pressure on for the Lady Eagles. Chavez behind the back will finally get a little space and cross into the offensive zone for the Wildcats. Push it in off the hands of a Hobbs Lady Eagle and into the hands of Caselin Muniz. To Madison Zepeda in the front court. Madison, the little 10-foot runner, up and good. 6 points for Zepeda. Hobbs will take the turnover and convert it. To Weaver in the front court. And yep, she's going to get run over by 2 Lady Eagles. Weaver caught in a Lady Eagle sandwich there. Katie Godwin going to check in, depending on who that's on. Going to get that on Armitage. That'll be her second personal. That'll be the 4th personal foul on the Lady Eagles. So I would expect Clovis now to go on the attack inside. See if they can get back in this one from the free throw line with the clock not ticking. Petner pushing it over to the far side and almost stolen away. And Clovis will go back in the backcourt and get it. Yeah, should have been if we're calling it even, and they're saying that it wasn't a tip, and Hobbs finally just takes it away, and it's a battle on the far side with Barner and Muniz. Goes out, and they say Barner touched it last. And so that'll be the 18th turnover for Clovis. Yeah, you hear the Hobbs faithful barking, hey, why was it a backcourt violation for us and not them earlier? Anytime you get Clovis in the building, though, emotion's going to run high. To Muniz, tossing it into Godwin. Bounce pass back behind, tipped away, but right back to Godwin. Muniz backs it up to Zepeda. 2.5 to go here in the first half. Hobbs up 31-9. Zepeda, Muniz, right wing, 3-ball up, and it is too hard. And then it'll be Rivera battling for the rebound and coming away with it off the tip. Corelli pushing it to Ross from the left baseline. And finally, a foul going to be called on Clovis. I think they're going to get Petner for that. Well, they're actually going to get Chavez for that. Her first personal, first team foul on Clovis is on the floor. Comes with 2:23 remaining in the first half. Hobbs in control, 31-9. But Clovis has come to play. To Ross on the inbound left corner for 3. It's an air ball, and that'll be Barner who will come away with it. Again, a one-and-done situation for Hobbs. Back down comes Clovis. Petner throwing it to Barner in the right elbow. Drives through the lane. Swatted from behind by Zepeda, who thinks Barner touched it last. The man in gray not buying it tonight. So Petner gets it into Morales. Ross will pick her up quickly. Ball loose on the court. We'll just throw it back. Bobbled momentarily, but controlled by Chavez. That's Sarah Chavez in the ball game. To Petner in front of Taskovich. To Barner near side. Rivera picks her up quickly. Under 2 to go first half. 31-9, Hobbs in the lead. Petner deep left corner. Little fake. Then she throws it inside, and that one swatted, almost stolen away. Bentner gets it back from Morales, and she'll drive and put it high off the glass, and a tic-tac called. And so heading to the line now will be Clovis. We're going to call that on Zepeda, her second personal. 15th foul on the Lady Eagles. Areli Navarro and Mariah Mojica waiting to check in for the Lady Eagles. Have a couple of scores for you as Petner at the line to shoot two. She is 2 of 2 from the stripe. And make that 3 of 3 and finally gets Clovis into double figures. 31-10 now our score. Mariah Mojica and Areli Navarro come in as Ross and Rivera go out. 21-point Lady Eagle lead. Petner gets the first, bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, gets the second. Then with 20-point Lady Eagle lead, 90 seconds to go first half. Zepeda to the front court. Works around, gets a screen. Muniz left wing and just having trouble buying one. And then Zepeda will get it off of the roll and she'll bang it home. Trebian Madison Zepeda. And it is 34-11 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Barner down the other way. That one is going to be tipped by Godwin and into the hands of Mojica. So now it'll be Muniz down. Works through traffic, works it around to Navarro. Into Mojica. Picks up the dribble, has to toss it back out. Zepeda will reset in front of Taskovich. 49 seconds to go, 34-11. Lady Eagles lead. Navarro trying to get it into Godwin. Tipped, gets it back, fights, gets her own rebound. Her turnaround finally gets it to roll. And if they're not going to call the foul, get the bucket at least. 36-11. 33 seconds remaining here in the first half. Morales to Barner. And she'll throw the fastball down to Chavez to Petner. Thinks about the three, but Mojica gets to her quickly, stops her from doing that. The little underhand scoop up. No good. Zepeda gets the rebound, popped in the chin for her trouble. She'll toss it over into the corner for three, and bang! Second tray of the ball game for Caselin Muniz. Makes it a 39-11 ball game. And Clovis is going to take a timeout with just 7 seconds remaining in the half. We'll just keep it right here, 39-11. Hobbs has stretched it out to a 28-point lead as they've started a little slow both quarters, but then they have really moved it forward. Great to have you with us tonight. Of course, a superlative first half effort for both Madison Zepeda and Zoe Ross. We'll be talking a lot more about that when we get to halftime. If you're just joining us, Caselin Muniz with 2 trays is now the single-season Hobbs Lady Eagle record holder from beyond the arc. Congratulations to her. There will be a ceremony after the game, I have been told. So congratulations to her. While we've got a moment, too, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. You hear their ads. We couldn't do this without them. So be sure that you thank and support those sponsors who support your Hobbs Eagles and Lady Eagles. At Tasker Arena tonight, I'm TJ Miracle, Tiff and Evie juggling the cats and the chainsaws back at One Radio Square. Again, I apologize for the shoddy camera work. I am on my own tonight. Jonathan with a prior engagement. So off of the timeout on the inbound and tic-tac. Mariah Mojica going to get tagged for a foul. I think maybe that was the whole point of that timeout, was to figure out how to draw a foul. And so taking the long walk down the court will be Cameron Morales. Hobbs does need to clean up the fouls a little bit. Maybe things will even out a little bit in the second half. So Morales at the line for 2. Puts up the first one, and that one is no good. Hobbs has yet to shoot a free throw tonight. Sorry, let's get that over there. Again, I apologize. I am running it by myself. Second one up, no good, and it'll be Mojica trying to track it down in the corner, but cannot. Out of bounds. 4 seconds to go here in the first half. So Andrea Chavez back in for Clovis, and she will inbound it under pressure with 4 seconds to go here in the half. I'll give it to her, bounce it into Petner. Patner puts up a wing and a prayer, and that one is off the mark at the buzzer. No good, and we head to halftime. The Hobbs Lady Eagles lead this one by a score of 39-11. We'll be back to talk about it, give you some of the numbers in the first half. Lady Eagle basketball continues in a moment here on Hobbs Sports YouTube. Please subscribe, and also on HobbsAmerica.com.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, Porta-John trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank, with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
And back here at halftime, Tasker Arena, the Hobbs Lady Eagles 16 minutes away from claiming another district championship, but Clovis has come in to play tough. Our score, though, 39-11, a 28-point Hobbs Lady Eagle lead. Taking a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. For Clovis, their leading scorer, Brent Petner. She has 6 points in the ball game. Then you got 3 on the board for Carrington Goff and 2 for Andrea Chavez. That's all the scoring for Clovis. Clovis went 5 of 9 from the free throw line in the first half. I didn't keep up with the rebounds, but Clovis, I've got to think, is winning that battle. They did a much better job, at least from the standpoint of killing drives or killing possessions, keeping possessions open, than Hobbs did in that first half. 19 turnovers, though. Hobbs did a fair job, especially late in the quarters, of converting those, and they get 7 in the first and 4 in the second. So turning the page for your Hobbs Lady Eagles, Zoe Ross lighting it up, 16 points to the 8th grader in the first half. Madison Zapata with 9, 6 points for Kaislyn Muniz. Kaislyn also setting the Hobbs girls 3-point single season record. She now has 71 in the books. Congratulations to her. 2 points for Katie Godwin, 2 points for Corelli Rivera, and 2 points for Aliana Armitage. Hobbs did not have any opportunities at the free throw line in the first half. Find that a little hard to believe, but that is true. Clovis only whistled for 1 foul in the whole first half. Hobbs with 20 points in the first, 19 in the second. That's how they get to their 39 on the board, as the little dribblers, they call them the mascots, are out there. They were honored at the start of halftime. Now they're out running their drills. Just one of those great things about Hobbs basketball. Both boys and girls, the little ones, get to get out there and play on the big floor and see what the big kids are doing. So pretty cool deal out there. So Hobbs Lady Eagles, just do what you do. You got to find a way to clean up the fouls just a little bit. You know, I know there's some things, you know, there's just some, you know, nothing you can do about it sometimes, but it's the way it works. So clean those up, find a way to battle on the glass and keep some possessions alive or keep Clovis from getting 2-3 looks at the bucket. And you can get this one to running clock pretty quick and get out of here with another district banner. Clovis, of course, going to do everything they can to keep that from happening. They want to keep this out of running clock timing because in the state of New Mexico, the optics do count, even if Clovis does not win the district championship, which they won't, and probably not going to win the district tournament, although they could. Anything can happen. That's why you play the games. Clovis is going to need as many style points as they can get to really kind of convince the selection committee in a couple of weeks that they are worthy of one of those seats. From 13 down to about 18, 19, all kind of bunched up there together in the Max Preps Matrix. Clovis would get in if the playoffs were to start today. So they want to keep this as close as they can, and if they can keep it out of running clock time, that's what they are going to want to do. Other scores coming in from other Lee County action here tonight. Up in Clovis at the Rock, it's the Hobbs boys with an 8-point lead at halftime over Clovis, 21-13. In that one, Hobbs looking to keep their district championship hopes alive tonight. And slugfest going on over at the launch pad at Goddard. As I just got some more updates in, so I'll give you the latest I've got. All right, so start of the third quarter, it's the Hobbs boys 24, Clovis 15. Late in the second quarter, it's Goddard 22, Lovington 16. You got a slugfest going on in Hagerman tonight. Actually, I think it's in Tatum tonight. Hagerman leading Tatum's boys 26-25. It's one of them Tatum needs to win if they want to. Really, Hagerman needs to win too if they want to keep any prayer of a playoff berth alive in 2A. Texaco is all over Eunice, 71-22. Late in that one, no big surprise. I think Texaco and Mesa Vista, kind of have their eyes locked on that 1-2 in the 2A. And it is a slugfest going on in Jow early in that one, 6-1 the score there. So thank you very much, Evie, Tiff, for sending me those scores. Definitely do appreciate that. So the little dribblers out, finishing up their drills, and the girls getting ready to come back out and warm up for the start of the second half of this one. It is Hobbs in the lead, 39-11. So we will be back in just a couple of minutes to tip off the second half. Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball continues here on Hobbs Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com too.
Here's some good news. Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39. $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long. Plus, free camera inspection. Drain clogged? No problem. Call the Master. 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers, call the Master.
Attention mechanics, NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skills driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer.
Divine Energy Services in the Permian Basin. Divine is more than just an amazing partner in the oil field. They are committed to the youth in the Permian Basin as well. From academics to athletics, you can be assured that Divine is supporting it. Remember Divine Energy for all of your oil field needs. Divine Energy Services, supporting the Permian Basin and the Hobbs Eagles since 2006.
SunGuard Precision is all about your truck and your home and making both look and feel amazing. SunGuard uses Lumar Window Tint, the top name in the game. For your truck, that means a cooler cap, UV protection, and a sleek custom look that turns heads. For your home, it's all about comfort blocking heat, reducing glare, and adding privacy without losing your view. SunGuard Precision brings style, protection, and performance on the road and at home. Call or look up SunGuard Precision in names and numbers. SunGuard Precision, your tinting pros.
Back here at Tasker Arena, getting ready for the start of the second half of this one. The Lady Eagles all over the Lady Wildcats of Clovis, 39-11. I'm TJ Miracle, flying completely solo tonight, so please forgive the shoddy camera work. Tiffany be keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square tonight. And thank you for being with us. So we flip ends of the floor, and it'll be Clovis basketball to start things off. Starters on the floor looks like for both teams. So that'll be Chavez, Morales, Weaver, Petner, and Goff for Clovis. And, of course, Zepeda, Armitage, Hardison, Ross, and Muniz for the Lady Eagles. Petner for three right off the bat and gets it to roll home. And so Clovis will strike first in the second half. So quickly back down the other way as Madison Zepeda says, all right, I will just answer that right quick. So 41-14 as Petner back the other way. Clovis looking like they want to run. Petner leans it in. Can't get it to go, but the rebound trailing is Goff. She'll get it in. Clovis picking up the pace here on the Lady Eagles. 41-16. Muniz to Armitage. Armitage for three and bang! Aliana Armitage doesn't take a lot of them, but hey, she got that one to fall. So 44-16. Or are they going to say she was on the line? Dadgummit. And Armitage with 4 points in the ball game, and then back the other way, and a rebound by the Lady Eagles as Ross brings it down, bouncing to Zepeda, up and in for Zepeda. Now 45-16. Lady Eagles going to steal it away on the inbound to Armitage and put it up and in for Aliana. 6 points for Armitage, and just like that, the Lady Eagles are getting it close to running clock time, up by 31. Out of pressure, Clovis flipping it to Petner in the front court. Petner works against Zepeda, picks up the dribble, needs some help. Pushes into Weaver, turnaround from 10, no good, and they're going to whistle Hardison for the foul. Her second personal, first team foul. Definitely not getting any hometown calls here tonight, that's for sure. And they'll put Weaver at the line to shoot two. McKenna Weaver, her first trip to the stripe. Has had a whale of a game, though. And misses the first one. No good. 6:26 to go here in the third as Goff checks out. Coming in her place will be Kinley Black, seeing her first action. Second shot for Weaver. That one is nowhere even close to the net. An air ball and out. So coming up empty. Clovis now 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Hobbs basketball up by 31. Ross to Muniz, right corner for three, and rebound by Hardison. Nope, they're going to say went over the backboard. So it'll be Clovis basketball. Muniz with 2 trays in the first half. No, Andrea Chavez will inbound it for Clovis. Empty possession for the Lady Eagles. They've had a lot of them that hadn't been, though. As Morales gets it, tries to get in the front court, and instead Muniz says, no, thank you, I'll take that. Muniz gets it back from Zepeda and up and in for Caselin with 8 after forcing another turnover. That is the 21st turnover, and a timeout going to be taken by Clovis. 5:59 remaining. It'll just be a 30, so we will keep it right here and say a big thank you to all of our great sponsors. Could not do it without their help and support. Of course, you see them there on your screen. You hear the ads. I thought I actually had the list put together here somewhere. As is usual with my mess of a notebook, things tend to disappear. There we go. Brought to you tonight by Lasco Construction, Eastern New Mexico University Badger, Master Plumbers, Divine Energy, Forest Tire Company, Lee County State Bank, and TDS, just to name a few. Could not do it without their help and support. So out of the Lady Wildcat timeout, back to the floor here at Tasker Arena. Hobbs up by 33. Clovis trying to keep this out of running clock timing. So Chavez looks to inbound it and puts it in right at the 5 count to Morales, to Black. Under pressure, Black will actually take it across the timeline. Picks up the dribble and just has to turn around from the free throw line. Clanks that one short. Ball loose on the court and finally tapped around and into the hands of Madison Zepeda. So Pato runs the point, takes it into the front court to Armitage, left corner. That one off the mark. And a battle for the rebound as Hardison goes hard to the floor. But she's up and fine as she was fighting underneath with Tegan Jacobs-Garcia. And they're going to say Hardison touched it last. And Clovis has just been tacked for one foul tonight. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So under the full court pressure, Petner with it, weaves her way through and crosses the timeline, picks up the dribble, and almost travels. Now she'll get it back from Morales to Black. Armitage on her tight. Has to get it to Petner. Saves her in the deep right corner, pushing it out and right into the hands of Zoe Ross. A breakaway and the fast break. Zoe Ross will lay it up and in, forcing the turnover and making it 51-16. And welcome to running clock time here at Tasker Arena. So now Clovis going to try and get it under the running clock and just having to hand it off, but another quick turnover. Armitage with it. She'll lean in, count the bucket of the foul. 8 points for Aliana Armitage and a chance to make it 9. And stretch this one out. This is the first trip to the free throw line tonight for the Lady Eagles, and it comes at the halfway mark of the third period. We'll just leave it at that. They're going to whistle that foul on Andrea Chavez, her second personal. Just the first team foul in the half. Armitage's and one is up, and Aliana gets it down. So 54-16. Full court press is on once again for the Lady Eagles, and that one will be out. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Madison was already halfway down the court, and the ball was being bobbled. Huh. All right, well, third personal on Madison. Second team foul on Hobbs. Pentner to Chavez, back to Chavez. As a hockey line change, getting ready to come in for Coach Carpenter. Bad pass, but Morales handles it, gets it over and inside. And then a block inside by Hardison against Jacobs-Garcia. Another turnover forced. Into the front court, and Ross will lean it in, and she'll be fouled. That'll put Ross at the line for 2. As they are going to call that one on Kenley Black, her first personal, second team foul. So at the line, Zoe Ross, and gets the first one to fall. They'll make it 55-16, up to a 39-point Hobbs Lady Eagles lead. And so a hockey line change for the Lady Eagles. Except for Ross, and if she makes this one, she will come out. And Zoe gets them both. They'll make that a 56-16 score. So Mendoza in. Then you've got Mojica, Rivera, Mendoza, Navarro, and Godwin on the floor for your Lady Eagles. 2:40 to go, and Rivera going to steal away the inbound and gets tied up by Barner. But possession arrow for the Lady Eagles. That'll be a turnover for Clovis. So give it over to Hobbs. And it'll be Mendoza to inbound it from in front of the Hobbs bench. As Jacobs-Garcia out, Carrington Goff in for Clovis. Mendoza looks to get it in. She will, out to Mojica between the rings. Mojica over to Rivera with Pentner on her. Rivera tossing out to Mojica, coming near side, get it to Navarro on the left baseline. Takes it to the high post, and 5 Lady Wildcats on her. Hobbs controls it though. Bounce pass to Mojica, now to Mendoza. They're trying to trap her. A nifty little move for Mendoza. Bounce it to Godwin in the left elbow. Now back over. Mendoza takes it through the baseline. 10-foot runner, no good. Ball loose on the court, and Barner comes up with it. But Hobbs will save it and force the turnover. And back down. Navarro, deep right corner. To Mendoza, push it out. Mojica left slot for 3. Up and not going to fall. Pentner with the rebound. $1:20 to go. Here in the first half, bad pass overthrows everybody and right into the hands of Mendoza. So the Lady Eagles up by 40. 60, make that 70 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and then a foul going to get whistled on Pentner. Pentner racked him up at their place. That'll be her first personal. Third team foul on Clovis. under a minute remaining, and they are going to say that Navarro was in the act of shooting. So Aurelie Navarro with 2 points in the ball game, trying to add to it here. And will, as she gets that one to fall, 3 points for Navarro. 57-16 is the score. Navarro can just take her time, run some more off the clock, and that one going to fall away. The rebound by Rivera to Mojica, to Mendoza, left wing, 3-ball up, but into the hands of Rivera. Her putback no good. Saved by Mojica to Rivera. Partially blocked by Goff, and Godwin comes flying through everybody. Her little push no good. Rivera with it, and finally the Lady Eagles playing much tougher on the glass. And will get that one, and that'll put Rivera at the line to shoot 2. As that'll end the quarter. And they're going to call that one on Barner. That'll be her first personal, 4th team foul. So at the line, it'll be Rivera. Corelli Rivera's first trip to the stripe tonight. And that will end the third quarter. The only question is, what will the third quarter final score be? So Rivera at the line for 2. Puts up the first and gets it to go. So 58-16. Hobbs dominating, have pulled away in this third quarter, and Rivera gets them both. And so that'll make it a 59-16 ball game. We'll be back for the start of the fourth right after this. Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball continues in a moment.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Back here at Tasker Arena, 59-16. The Lady Eagles in command of this one. We are in running clock time. Will be a very fast fourth quarter at the Lady Eagles, 8 minutes away from raising the district crown. So it'll be Clovis basketball as we start off this fourth quarter. Looks like some of the bench in for Clovis, push into Goff, and she is going to be blocked by Godwin, who goes over the back. Katie thought she got all ball, and looked like he got arm and shoulder there too. So Godwin going to get tagged for her first personal, and it'll put Godwin at the line for 2, where she is 1 of 3. So Goff's first one is up, and it is no good. Clovis now 5 of 12 from the free throw line. Ooh. Got to take your points where you can get them. And so Goff will break the ice on the fourth quarter. Gets the free throw. Rivera, Navarro, Mendoza, Mojica, and Godwin on the floor. And that was the turnover for Hobbs. Just their first turnover, though, of the entire second half. Comes with 1 minute and 5 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. Chavez to Hanawat to Barner, back out to Petner, to Chavez, inside to Goff. She'll go up, blocked by Godwin. I thought that one was clean. The refs have obviously didn't agree, so her second quick personal, and that'll put Goff back at the line to shoot 2 more. Goff with 6 points in the ball game, and make it 7. Gets that one to go. 59-18, still a 41-point Hobbs Lady Eagle lead. Goff second is up. That one going to clink off the iron. Battle for the rebound. It's loose, and Rivera winds up with it, and she's going to break through on the breakaway. Lays it up and in. The underhand off the glass. 6 points for Rivera. So 61-18. Pressure on the inbound. Hobbs takes it away. Mojica to Rivera. Garelli, a little stop and go as Petner picks her up. A little spin move through Chavez to Mendoza. Back to Rivera from the left block. Navarro, Mojica, Rivera. Chavez picking her up quickly. Hobbs can just afford to play catch for a while. Trying to get it into Godwin and winds up with Areli Navarro off the tip, and Navarro with 5 in the ball game. So 63-18 is the score. Petner and Goff, 2 of the starters still, and Chavez, 3 of the starters still out on the floor for Clovis. Hobbs going into the bench as Barner going to get fouled. They're going to attack Mendoza for her second personal. Third team foul on the Lady Eagles. No, they got Katie on that one. Wow. That'll be her third quick personal. So Barner at the line to shoot 2. Her first trip to the stripe tonight. Had a couple of rebounds in the ball game. Barner's first is up and no good. So our score remains 63-18. Of course, running clock, things move very quickly as Petner out and Cameron Morales in for Clovis. Barner misses the first, eyes the second, puts it up, and nothing but the bottom of the net. So Barner in the book, 63-19 now the score. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Joey Carpenter this time, with 4:26 remaining in the ball game. 63-19 favor of the Lady Eagles, and Hobbs will take it, and it is just a 30, so we'll keep it right here. Say a big thanks to our friends at the First American Bank of Hobbs, NMR Pipeline, Eunice Pump and Supply, Hobbs Express, SunGuard Precision, Bel Air Bowl, Southwest Siding Windows and Doors, DNC Electric, and B&B Rentals and Services. Those good folks, along with a lot of other great folks, making Hobbs Sports possible here on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Absolutely free of charge because of those great folks. Support those businesses that support your Hobbs Eagles and Lady Eagles. So out of the Hobbs timeout, back onto the floor come both teams. So Hobbs 4:25 from claiming the district crown and getting ready for Carlsbad a week from tonight. Into the front court, Rivera tries to get it into the corner, but nice knock away there by Chavez. As Hobbs going to send a couple of subs into the ball game as Armitage and Zapata waiting to check in for the Lady Eagles, as we are now right at the wait for it, the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. So 4 minutes to go as Zapata checks back in with 13 points in the ball game. She will inbound it from left of the bucket. Tosses in to Mojica. Where was the foul on that? Don't know. We kept the ball, so it doesn't really matter. No, over to Zapata. Has to tippy-toe the line. He works against Hanawat to Armitage. Navarro back to Armitage. Push it in. Zapata runs into the wall that is Carrington Goff. Kid is a force down in the low post. Now over to Godwin, turn around from the left elbow, 15-footer for Katie is up and good. 65-19 and another steal. Hobbs with it back. Zapata thought about the three and they'll just work it around. Armitage spins around, Goff goes under and clanks it off the bottom of the iron. Rebound by Barner and back down comes Morales. Tries to run it out. It is overthrown and then tipped and taken away by Armitage. Aliana with the runner misses it. Ball loose on the court, and Hobbs will throw it away after getting 2 looks, but then tapped away and ticked away and back into the hands of the Lady Eagles. And Armitage up and in with 11 points on the night. Aliana Armitage. Get her in the double-figure club tonight. Overthrowing Goff, and that one's out, and it'll be Hobbs' ball again. 31 turnovers for Clovis, and that'll clear the bench. As Rivera comes back in, Mendoza back in. You've also got a new 42 tonight. That is Nikki Espinosa Audrey Mackey in, number 34. And 15, I didn't catch her first name, but her last name is Mojica. It just seems right to have a Mojica on the floor here. So Espinosa to Mendoza, out to Mojica. Flip the high one in to Mendoza. She'll do the runner in the lane. Not going to fall. Mackey fights for the rebound, but nope, it'll be out. Coach Carpenter has cleared the bench tonight. So everybody going to see some time in a 67-19 win as Mackey will inbound it, and then she's fouled. Going to get Petner for that one, I do believe. Oh, wow, they're actually going to get Andrea Chavez. That'll be her third personal. Just the first team foul, though, on Clovis in the half. So Audrey Mackey at the line to try and get in the books from the charity stripe. Mackey's first is up, and it is short. Hobbs collectively tonight, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Minute 15 to go is into the ballgame. Alexis Campos for Coach Hilburn. Second for Mackey, spins the ball, puts it up, and hits everything, and finally, the bottom of the threads. You're going to think Hobbs may want to get it to the 50-point mark. Chavez to Petner, and Coach Hilburn leaving her starters out there. Now Barner with it, and they'll toss it in, Barner with it, and then we'll put it off of her legs, and wow, they're going to say, we touched that last? Okay. Up by 49. 39 seconds to go. Petner inbounds it. Gets it to Morales. Picks up the dribble. Tosses out to Chavez to Barner. Left corner. 3-ball up, and it is good. Barner with 4 points in the ball game. Hobbs back down the other way with 24 seconds to go and stolen away by Petner. She'll bring it back down, and yep, they're going to get Mackey for the foul on that one. That'll be her first personal. 4th team foul on the Lady Eagles. Just 10 seconds to go in the ball game. That will pretty much wrap it up, I've got to think. Now, Hobbs will be victorious tonight. The only question is, what's the final going to be? And at the buzzer, the shot up, no good. And our final score is Hobbs 68, Clovis 21. We'll be back in 1 minute to wrap this one up. Lady Eagle basketball here on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
And welcome back to Tasker Arena. The Hobbs Lady Eagles victorious tonight. Our final 68-21 over the Clovis Lady Wildcats, and getting ready for a presentation on the floor. I believe it is for Caselyn Muniz, who tonight set the single season 3-point record. 2 threes in the ball game, gets her to 71 on the season, which is a new record. Nakaya Mojica held it until tonight. So now it is a new record holder as the junior picks it up. And score updates coming in from other Lee County games up at the Rock in Clovis. A good one is the Hobbs boys holding on late, 40-36. Over in Goddard, it is right now Goddard over Lovington late in that one, 40-22. Tatum is finally stretching it out over Hagerman a little bit, 42-34. Final from Texaco tonight. Texaco all over Eunice, 73-25. And halftime in the Jowl game, Loving leading Jowl 18-16. Leading scorer tonight for Clovis was Bryn Petner. She had 9 points. Carrington Goff with 7. 3 Lady Eagles in double figures tonight, led by Zoe Ross. She had 20 in the ball game, 13 for Madison Zapata and 11 for Aliana Armitage. Caselyn Muniz with 8 in the ball game. And, of course, getting that new record. So she gets 8 points and gets a banner. So that's very nice. 6 points for Corelli Rivera in this one. 5 points for Aurelie Navarro. 4 points for Katie Godwin. And a point for Audrey Mackey. Hobbs goes 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Only turned the ball over 9 times. Pretty good, as the Lady Eagles will claim the #1 seed in the district tournament, and they have punched their ticket into the playoffs as the district champion. They get that auto seed. So we will have at least, I'm guessing, 2 more home games. We will have the district tournament championship game. My guess is that'll be next Friday night. Some of that's going to depend on the boys' schedule. Of course, next Friday night, we will be in Carlsbad to wrap up the regular season, as the Hobbs Lady Eagles going to look to stay perfect in district against the Cave Girls. But a kind of a slow start tonight, but it all turns out right in the end, as Hobbs winning this one by a final score of 68-22. Big thanks to Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Couldn't do it without them. For Jonathan Allen, with the prior commitment tonight, for Dawn Morgan on assignment, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Tasker Arena. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Have a great weekend and a great night, everyone.